What's up, everyone? It's Border. We're back on YouTube. It's been a while. I've been back home all summer doing some renovations on my parents' place. Built this sweet wood shed out back, and also I finished the furnace room and a couple other side projects along there. But yeah, it was good to be back home for about 3 months. Stayed out of the mountains. It was kind of a nice refresher, but Lake Louise opened out of the blue, so I just packed my things and drove up. And today is my first day on hill, so thought I would just start out with a couple tube warm-ups. And yeah, this is lap 1 on the tubes. What did I do? I did a cab 2, and then lap 2, try the swivel. You gotta front blunt 50 back 1. Always enjoyed that one. It's one I don't really do often, but it always feels good. Cab 2. Oh, okay, that one I was going to do cab 2 to 50-50 back 1, but I kind of just didn't do it at all. And then I decided to go to the S-rail. So here we are, just bringing my things up there because I do things out of order. Move the camera up there and leave my bag in the original spot, and walk down to the original spot, bring it up to the camera. That's how you plan things out smoothly. From here, yeah, I was just thinking backtail for a warm-up. Got really close on the first try, but I was too lazy to stop the footage and check the camera, so I just moved on. So far, this tube feels awesome. Slid good. It wasn't too low to the ground to where, you know, you're catching your nose or tail. It was very close, but you can get around it. Little swivel, the cab 3 out. Didn't really have a plan there. I was just kind of chucking a swivel. So here, this was one of the main tricks I wanted to do, and I knew I wanted to do a front 2 on, swivel into a back blunt same way. I messed around with this on a snowboard addiction at Jordan's place. Just after that Riley Auto Parts official guy did that cool like blunt swivel 270 on that S-rail out in, I don't know, was it like Ski Bowl or something? Can't remember. But that was a really sick one, and when I saw that I was like, I gotta do that, but do my spin on it. So always wanted to do the front 2, land and switch front board, and bring that into the back blunt 2 on the other half. So I was giving it a go. My first kind of thoughts were it's hard to aim myself to the right of the tube so I can catch the second half of it, but you know, a steeper angle off the lip will always help, so I just kind of stuck with that and I landed it. So that's kind of how my morning started. This is like 30 minutes into my day and I got one of my tricks I've been thinking about for like a year. So, and here, what did I start trying? Oh, okay. This is actually one trick I didn't continue trying today. I don't know why. I know it's doable, but I want to do the front blunt, hand drag, swivel, back blunt same way. And yeah, I just got stuck and heel edge right into the tube, so I blamed it on it being sticky. But then once I hiked up, I kind of just changed my mind. I was like, I'm going to try something different. So I went in for the swivel, and this is where I would argue the tube, you could argue the tube is kind of low, and you just kind of, it's really easy to clip the snow when you're not expecting to be touching the snow. So that's a couple things, but overall, this is like one of the best features I've hit in Banff, other than like a proper down rail, you know? Like this thing is super fun, super playful, and it's very low consequence. Like if you chucked onto this thing and tacoed, like you're gonna walk away from that like it didn't even happen. So yeah, just continue messing around with the swivels, trying to figure out where I need to lock right at the start, which, you know, in this case I really needed to have my weight on the right side of the tube, so I just kept it on the right. Sometimes it doesn't work out the way you think, even though you're going in with that same mindset. Sometimes you just end up going way the opposite direction than you want to go. And yeah, just, you gotta keep trying. even if it feels like you're getting farther away, you know, if you keep trying, you will get closer. And you'll also get more comfortable with the trick that you're trying to, so every attempt, even if it's not a make, will get cleaner, it will be more fluent, and you'll be like less crazy with your arms, let's say. You just kind of get a good flow. Still trying it. Like, this is arguably one of my easier tricks I tried, but just because it's on an S tube, it was so difficult to figure out where I needed to land on it. But after doing it a couple times, I think from here on out, I can probably get that a lot better. That was one of the makes. You didn't see that blunder on the ride out. That never happened. And then, what else we got? Just trying to think of, oh, okay, this is what I want to talk about. So with the back 3 swivel, I originally wanted to go back 5 swivel and pull it back off the end. But it just, I couldn't really, this is why I kept trying it. So I just couldn't really figure out how to keep the spin going in like a comfortable manner. Maybe if I keep trying it, I can get closer, but at this point, I just decided I should clean up that back tail I did earlier, and yeah, did a few attempts, trying not to clip my nose on the second half, because I really gotta dip it down. Had a couple close calls, but it works, that's all I can say. That's the make. Take it. Here's the fakie. Felt good. Popped high off the end. I'll take that over a ugly pullback any day. And then, so here I was like, I want to do a switch nose press. I didn't have a goal, and that happened out of nowhere. That was straight up fluke. Didn't think that was ever going to happen this season. So I just randomly locked the nose press, and once I made it to the end, it just popped me into the switchback 3. Never a trick I'd imagined doing, and it just came out of nowhere. So I was like, I'm gonna keep trying this, and it just worked out. I was pretty stoked on it. This is the first time I've ever done a switch nose press switchback 3, and it was on an S tube. Yeah, I kind of swiveled off the end, but who cares? This is my first one. It's not like I've done 20. So yeah, I just kept on playing around with it. This one was close, but those switch backside spins always get me. And yeah, this is a pretty low speed tube. Like, for how tight the radius is on the C's, you can't really go too fast into it. So you gotta kind of find that medium of like going fast enough that you catch both parts of the S rail, but going slow enough that, you know, you're not just gonna catch your edge by going way too fast into a C. And there's the make. Right after Carter finished raking it, one hit wonder. I was stoked. So I was like, I got a switch nose press. I might as well go for a regular nose press. So I did a couple, and the main difference I noticed with the regular nose press is once I got the second half of the rail, it didn't want me to spin backside nor front side off the end. It was just like put my body in a weird position where it's like, I can't 180 backside or front side right now. So I was just like, let's just do a clean one, just, you know, no spin out. I dabbled with the back one on that last attempt there, and I was like, screw that for now, I'll do that another time. Went back to the switch lip swivel, I guess you want to call it. Played around with that a little bit. I wanted to pull it back, but I was getting a bit tired by this point. My heel was rubbing in my boot, and it was just causing me a lot of pain on my heel, so I was getting a little tired. And actually, so this trick right here, I talked to Carter before I started trying it, and I was like, hey, I was thinking of this trick in my truck. And I was like, I think I could do it, but I might need to like dedicate a whole day to trying it, because it's going to take me ages. And then by the end of this day, I was like, you know what, I'll just give it a couple, see where it's at. And it just started working. I was like, no, no shot. So gave it a few more attempts, and it just, this one shocked me the most because I didn't think I'd be trying this today, and I freaking got it. A switchback nose press to back swivel to 5-0 front 3 out. Guess it's a little zeechy in spots, but hey, I've never seen it before. So cleaned up those a little bit, and yeah, that's kind of the majority of my day. Some good S-tube sessions. Here's the recap, and yeah, I think I'm gonna just, yeah, I don't even know. I'm just rambling. I'm watching the video just as you guys are and giving my feedback. But I'm really stoked with the tricks I got, especially for day one. I didn't feel too rusty, and thank you all for watching, and keep doing your best.